green guys, this is BlazRage back again with another video. Hope your Friday was good, weekend on the go boys, I'm excited, hopefully you guys are good, good vibes here. So most of this video consists of low sec PvP and destroyers. There's some null sec things, but to start off we've got a little fight against a dual rep Algos and our armor Thrasher that I'm trying out. 400 plate, DCU, AB web scram, 200 autos, and a newt. I was expecting this fight to be incredibly close, and it does end up being so. We do end up losing it, but it was still a very nice 1v1 against Doctor there. I was expecting that to be quite a close one there. I then take a filament from Amma, and a dual prop Sarvox side fleet here. Thankfully I was able to get a scram on this Orphis before he got a scram on me. Sadly I had a overheated scram, right, just because of Orphis's bonuses. It has a longer scram and long point. He shouldn't really be able to get scram from me if he's paying attention here. Thankfully he wasn't. I'm able to get scram on him. He scrams me off, and he could potentially pull range from me had I not had an AB here. But thankfully, because we have an AB, we can keep up with him. Keep our DPS on him at all times. I'm just worried that maybe he's got friends coming or something, so I'm just keeping an eye on D-scan here. Hoping to nuke this Orphis, then disengage or see what else follows. Maybe get a good fight out of it. He's out of XLASB charge at this point. I'm fairly confident I've got this kill. I'm just very keen on looting him afterwards here. Just in case he has a shiny long point or scram, but he doesn't end up doing so. And then end up running into this Hecate, and boy man was this guy tanky. This was clearly like some form of bait fit. This dude was running his Hecate. Even though he was tanking for ages, I was hoping the newt would potentially take effect. Now we could maybe, get a good like newt cycle as he's cycling his cap boosters or something. But yeah, it's a rough time. I should have maybe pulled myself off him further at this point, since the senior is not breaking whatsoever, but I just want to keep an optimal of that newt. Then Forcer comes in, the Gnosis. I start a panic sort. I'm trying to scram stuff off me, trying to disengage. But at this point, with all this stuff on top of me, there's kind of no escaping. What I could have maybe done is, I don't know, maybe pulled myself back to gate and de-aggress, but I don't think that's going to happen, just because of how far we were from gate. So we go down. Yeah, GF to those boys. Okay, this is quite an interesting little fight here. First and foremost is against the Algos. I'm keeping him orbited 7.5k here. If he's autos or blasters, I'm going to keep out the range of those. Maybe not completely out of the range of the autos, but being very far fall off. So we won't be doing as much damage as what they would be normally, right? So, yeah, Nova Rage, doing great work, nuking him down here. Then I see two Fenny comments on the outside, I'm like, die, disengage, rep up, and then come back. So a lot of this tank in this fit is the medium shield extender. This is a dual, like, triple tanky thing. Medium shield extender, small anti, and hull rigs. With a T2 damage rig. So I'm like, okay, now let's fight these guys. No, why not? I believe I load to Caldari Navy Nova. What I want to do is get some hits on them before they're into range here, right? I notice they're both AB, and they are going to eventually catch me. I'm doing it a bit early here. I should wait until they're closer about now. And you'll see that soon the missiles start applying to this guy. He has rails, which is a bit rough for me. I was hoping they're both going to be blasters. But this guy's on me close. Get the scram on him. I'm hoping to nuke him before the other enemy comet gets into range. I believe the second enemy comet there actually ends up being blasters, which is interesting to have a rail and a blaster comet. Thankfully, that one goes down, but I'm struggling for tank at this point. Blaster comets are no joke. I actually think that a solo Fenny comet might actually give this Talwar a good run for his money. So I'm trying to orbit at 7.5k, but since he's AB web scram, I'm not going to pull range from him. And then I think I start a tight orbit here, maybe try and get like a grazing hit from him or something. But unfortunately, we go down. I'll be in it very close. So GF to everyone there involved. Okay, here we have a thing against an RD Thrasher, which is usually quite rough for me. This is sort of why I like the Talwar, because you can sort of project out the kiters with Javelin. It's kind of why I don't like, say, like stuff like that, a buffer Thrasher that we're doing at the start there can be a bit rough against kiters. Or say like that Sneesis that we were using in the previous video of like dual web baby blasters. Something like this would just completely eat that alive. But thankfully you can switch to Javelin projectile quite well, and we're able to tank them. So that's a good GF. Thank you there, Fox. Then we have two good 1v1s against Dragoons. This first one's a bit more common as to what you'd see. He has Gnosis, which I kind of forget. There's a dual rep one, there's like a straight buffer one. So this might have been the dual rep Nos one. It's not very common. I have seen a few people do dual rep Dragoons. I'm not too keen on it. I think this is a buffer Dragoon outside thing. This next one, which is a bit more common, as you'll see, yeah, newts and a bit of buffer, which is far more common for a Dragoon. So the thing about this tower fit against a Dragoon is we potentially get newed out before we can use our small anti just because our shield buffer, which is actually quite rough. Thankfully we are able to kill him before then, though. Okay, this ends up being a really cool fight against a Dramiel and Curses. Dramiel is one I was actually kind of worried about, right? Since we don't have a web and an application bonus on the Talwar, I was curious to see how well faction missiles would apply to a Dramiel. But thankfully, this Dramiel was MWD fit and he didn't have an AB. So once we scram him, he's pretty slow at this point. He does have a small sig, but that doesn't matter too much, right? It's more his speed that I'm concerned with. Both of these fits being dual rip, that Dramiel and in Curses. They seem to be having a very hard time, right? I guess he just underestimated DPS, or I can't remember their fit, but I'm not sure if they plugged the explosive hole that well. So that Drama goes down. I'm pleased. That died to the Curses at this point. I'm pleased. I'm pleased. I'm positive at this point. So I try and orbit this guy at 7.5k here. He is MWD fit, and we do start pull range from him, which is awesome. The tower's actually surprisingly fast for a destroyer. Not like significantly so, but if like MWD and frigates, you can pull range from slowly. So I'm fairly confident I've got this at this point. I'm pulling out of his void and antimatter range at this point. The only thing that's really doing DPS is the drone, and we do end up taking 9 curses. That's a great little fight against those two gentlemen, GF. So then I got a little itch for a little bit of frigate PvP. I'm going to Breacher, get a nice little fight against this Rifter, and this Rifter was very interestingly fit. Dual rep and a little bit of buffer. So what I really want to do is orbit him with 7.5k here. I don't know why I turned that AB off overheat, which is actually could have lost me this fight here, because you notice does he start to keep up with me? No, I just don't pull range as quickly as what I'd like, right? So I should have kept that AB heated until we got into our orbit of 7.5k here. Getting his far fall off. The Rifter does have a really nice fall off range, but we want to try and get to the furthest away possible we can, just so we can tank a bit better. Dramiel, no, sorry. Breachers do have a lot of tank though, so I'm not too worried here. A little bit worried now that we're out with small anti-charges, but I have all my medium anti-charges still to go. But yeah, he is tanking like a beast here. That sort of got me worried as well, but I'm getting into my orbit range. We'll start taking a lot less deep damage soon. And he is breaking at this point, so we do end up taking it. They could be a little bit worried there, but GF to that Rifter pilot. For our last fight here, we've got a nice little fight against a frigate gang. And boy, do I love it when a frigate gang comes in piecemeal like this. This is like a destroyer pilot's like dream, man. So they send in the curses first. Right call. Send in the most tanky frigate in first is usually the right call. He goes in really fast though. He probably wasn't expecting incoming DPS here. Tristan scram fit and he's newts. It takes a while to put those newts on us. But yeah, I'm not too worried here, man. I see the Rifter on the outside and I'm like, come on inside, Rifter, please. I've got a lot of tank left. I'm fairly confident I could kill a Rifter if it came in as well. The Tristan goes down. I'm like, okay, the Rifter's not going to come in. The Rifter comes in like a mad lad. Mad respect to him, bless him. Bless him. Props for trying the Rifter thing. Get scram, get the guns on him. He's long pointing me. I think he's like a brawl fit for long point. He's got a small shield extender, which is very rough for him. And we very quickly make quick work of him. So yeah, GF to those guys. Hopefully they learned a lesson. That would have been a far closer fight if they all came in at once as opposed to coming in like 2-1 like that, Right call, sending curses first to get initial tackle. But yeah, GF to those guys. That's a really fun little fight there. But yeah, boys, that's all the footage I got for you guys. So I'm very confident that tower fits pretty good, man. So I think we're going to do a guide on that. And then whilst we do that, just sort of mix up with like the armor thrasher. I want to try and do like a KD arty thrasher fit actually. Maybe try and expand out to like some more KD stuff. It's totally not what I'm good at, man. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully your Friday was good, man. Hopefully that one's like too drunk, these kind of things. Enjoy your weekend. I'll try to get video Sunday or Monday. I don't know. Anyway, do take care again. Enjoy your weekend, boys.